You ready for the next generation of women's professional surfing? Well, we got that for you. Quarterfinal number 4, a couple of youngsters coming in hot. Molly Picklum up against Katie Simmers. Both of these surfers, we're going to see them in the Rip Curl WSL Final 5, but who's going to make it to the semifinals? That's going to get decided in this quarterfinal. I'm Kuiper Gura along with Peter Mel. I love this heaps.
They've been charging. They've been putting the time in here. You expect them to go when they get the opportunity, and this is, again, the perfect place to do it because you've got everybody watching. You've got great water patrol. You got medical. You got everything here, so go.
You got Pickles in the barrel and threads that one. I love the head-down approach, charged into that. There was no exit on that wave, but I love the intention from Molly Picklum. Cutting to Molly Picklum in the barrel again, needs to fight for an exit, but Pickles been relentless, just charging on the priority, not hesitating. Taking a little bit of a washing machine right there as the payback, but I love the intent from the young Australian.
Here we go.
Katie Simmers on her first wave. Wall in front of her, stalling, gets underneath here, looks for the exit, fighting for that exit, so close. Looked like she had a great line on it. It's just the end section collapsed upon Simmers.
She identified that it was going to run down the line. You see she's trying to figure out the speed control. That one actually hit her there, and she found the ability to get into the hollowest part of the wave and behind it. So all of that positioning was great. See what happens when we look in here, if there's any errors that are glaring. But there it is. She tucks in. That's when the bowl opens up, and that's the most hollow part. She's there. Little shift in the rail, but then it just fills up with water, and the lip just tagged her. It was just she was trying to take that high line, which was the right line, just not quite high enough. Taking the Exmo here from the top of the point. Look at where her eyes are. Staying low to the board. That was the stability you gain by having that hand on the rail, hand on the wall. Beautifully done. It's just right there. It just, if it turned a little bit, it would have opened up and it would have been a big number.
The judges gave credit for
the navigation, yeah. And
Molly Picklum here. Pickles finds it in, finds an out, and is going to slash off the top there. So an answer back from Molly Picklum. She's going to take the lead right back from Katie Simmers.
Watching Molly again, straight to that stance into the turn. So one maneuver with the barrel, not super deep. Again, technique is there though. You see she's straight down, leading into that position right off the drop. And that's what you need to do if you want to find the barrel. She was able to get there just a hot second. Not going to be a gigantic number. Adding a little extra there with the turn. But you see the bum dragging. That's the speed control. She's just got great technique. She's been working on that.
This is the best wave of the heat so far as we come out of this replay for Molly Picklum. A completed barrel ride and the addition of a nice top turn equals a 5.33 for Picklum.
Ends up surfing surfer 3 all the way to that final match, which is actually best of 3.
Heat leader Molly Picklum drops into that one and just sends it. There was no hope on that, but Molly, under priority, just sent it. Molly Picklum. Caitlin Simmers uses her priority, and that will get chalked up. Pickles now. Molly Picklum with priority, heat control, and the lead. And remember, she needed a 4.04, Pete.
And pulls right on in. Good technique. And where is she? So she found an exit. And just a quick and out. And what?
It's a heartbreak score. 4-point ride. It's a flat 4 here for Katie Simmers. Again, she needed a 4.04. And the judges just deemed it right under the mark. Unfortunate for Katie Simmers.
3-2 split. It's had a couple 3.5s, a couple 4.5s, and a 4, and the average comes out as a straight flat 4.
Katie Simmers just up and an out there. Remember, when we went to break, Katie Simmers needing a 4.04 to take the lead off of Molly Picklum.
Well, I'm watching watching Caitlin kind of move up the reef because there's going to be a point when she's going to be too deep.
Here she goes. Katie Simmers. Remember, she just needs a 2.54. Dynamic first turn. Smashes it on the second one and incomplete. She was on her way to turning the heat in my book, but she will not at this point, and the clock will just burn down.
You know, Molly would have been going, shoot, I couldn't get over to it. And that's that deep ball that's going to give you performance. It's going to give you a wall. All she had to do is float up and over right there, not blow the fins out, and the number would have been pretty easy to give. That turn right there, pretty darn solid as well. I mean, it's not out of the question, right? 2.54, is there enough in that first turn?
I mean, it's a pretty dynamic first turn, and I love watching it again. I really think the insurance policy would just be to finish the wave, and she would have easily got the number. So we're still waiting for the score.
That's unfortunate, right? I mean, and in a way, that would say to me that she shouldn't get it, right? But, you know, again, that was a pretty neat turn. It was straight up.
Oh, yeah. What can Katie Simmers do to stop that? Absolutely nothing. Here goes Pickles. 1.27. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was zero opportunity. That was not the score. That's going to be an 0 for Caitlin Simmers.
Crazy stuff. That literally, that wave there, Molly would have been like almost at the last moment making that decision, like, oh, do I take this? And sure enough, and Katie would have been thinking to herself, man, I blew it. It didn't complete that way, but it gets it done. 3-2 split for Katie Simmers to get that one, and very, very close heat.
Women's semifinal number 2, it's all set. It's going to be Vahine Fierro up against Katie Simmers. The teenager from Oceanside finds her way again into the semifinals. Great surfing, exciting surfing, and a finish down to the wire.
Let's go. Quarterfinals number 4. Molly Picklum takes on Caitlin Simmers. Generation Now taking over the world. Molly and Caitlin have provided some of the most entertaining surfing in 2023, both with big wins. Molly's at Sunset Beach. Caitlin right after hers at Portugal at Super Tubos. And Molly Picklum getting involved. Heading right, Jesse.
Wow, that was a beautiful carve.
Marissa Moore has done it again as we see this quarterfinal number 4 get started. Caitlin Simmers from Oceanside, California, touches the rail, throws down a snap, flows right over the whitewater. She draws the coolest lines, so creative, so relaxed, just so much fun riding waves, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's definitely refreshing to see her, the way she approaches the wave, and bottom turning right there on that second or even third bottom turn with the grabbing the rail. That's just something that you don't see so much on the woman's side, and freak talent and just different than everyone else.
Love how she faded this one to start.
Yeah, a tricky wave on the start, like kind of fat, but she was able to find that good kind of a backwash. And right here, that bottom turn with grabbing the rail, that was impressive. She kind of cut it short and really be able to squeeze that last extra turn in it.
Growing up in beach breaks in Oceanside, you've got the Oceanside Harbor there, a couple of jetties, and just a bunch of random peaks that you can find if you know where the sandbars are. Cool that she's representing, getting really solid at English so young, because anytime they turn on the TV, that's what they've been used to since they were born. I love that. Here comes Molly. Snaps through the lip. And she's going to have to get out of there. Had a 5.0 on the right on her opener. And that'll be her backup for the time being. Caitlin's start, 4.57 on that kind of fat left-hander. What'd you think here?
Yeah, that was a great read for her. A lot of foam on it, but she was able to actually get a lot of spark out of such a weird section right there. And unfortunately, if she was able to get up and over that section.
And I think that's going to go a long way. It kind of reminds me of a young Stephanie Gilmore. When Steph was on tour winning those world titles, she was on her own, just doing it her way. Big section for Caitlin Simmers. Talk about a sizable wall. Tagging one big section, and that system's been working throughout the day today, picking a solid set wave and attacking it. She'll get a decent number for that effort.
Looked like it was going to close out. She was just able to do a very deep bottom turn and just really pushing that back foot and getting a great turn out the back. Unfortunately for her, if there was one more opportunity, she was probably looking at an excellent ride. But great effort for her right there. She's going to have a healthy score. Kind of reminded me of Sakura on the heat previously.
Solid wall for Caitlin Simmers. All about quality. Replay of the backhand of Molly Picklum.
Yeah, nice looking wave right here. Great carve for her. Very clean wall. Unfortunately, the wave sims, just missed time right there. That was a huge missed opportunity.
Is now going to force Caitlin to use her priority here. Caitlin Simmers, though, with some room to move on her backhand. Just a quick little redirect. Still a ton of speed. Huge section. Caitlin Simmers attacks it under the lip.
Once again, as you see right here, that wave is triple the size of her. And nice cutty right there, but right here she just identifies like, I gotta go for this. Huge section, and she actually almost had it. Air dropped it, just that little foam.
Proud of the young surfer from Oceanside as she's into the semifinals, and she has definitely changed things up in the WSL Final 5 picture here at stop number 8 of the season. Picklum leaves with a quarterfinal exit and will prepare for Jeffreys Bay.
The Boost Mobile Gold Coast Pro Finals Day. It's finally here. Molly Picklum and Katie Simmers matching up to walk away. First time champions here on the Gold Coast of Australia. And now Katie Simmers with an opportunity in front of her. Getting going on her opening ride. Nice check into the lip to start off with. It's a good sized wave. She puts that board on rail, cruising through the pocket, links it together for another turn, and that stylish cutback that we've just become so familiar with for her to pull through here at snapper. She checks behind to see where Molly Picklum is in the lineup. She's going to jump on that jet ski.
Have a look at the replay here for Katie. Big first section, so casually into that rail work, so quiet in between the turns. There, a bit more style, really lays back into the heel. Oh my God, style. Oh, I can't even speak.
We
right
didn't
now.
even see her, but Molly Picklum was just below sea level coming around that section, connects into the lip. Unbelievable finish on that wave.
Beautiful. Here's Molly, looking like she's getting towed in again, disappears behind sea level, checks her little line, looking for the cover up as well. Really chunky section. She's a bit far ahead of it, so she just puts it straight up into the lip. Big turn.
Semifinals unleashed 2 8-point rides each against their opponents. Now we'll see if they can do it again. If they can find their way into those excellent scores on a great day here at Snapper with some big sections on offer. Molly Picklum driving through that first turn, setting herself up now. Down the line. Nice little wrap in the pocket. Cuts it short to make the finish. Perfect timing there, Jess.
Yeah, smart surfing. That'll already be her second score on the board. It's make or break. Here's the replay from Molly. Smooth rail work. I like a level of patience here. You can just see how much she kind of waits for the section. She's not trying to rush the surfing. Snaps it off really quick and then uses the bottom turn.
Incredible to see it as an all-Australian final on the men's side, Jess.
Yeah, and also a brand new champion.
Brand new champion there as well. Katie Simmers now linking into that first turn. Cruising around the section. It continues to shut out in front of her. She'll dive through. Molly Picklum now with priority out the back.
This is a keeper result for you in the framework of your top 5 results end of the year. That's how we're going to get the qualification for the championship tour. You're already leaving with a keeper result. You're starting the year off strong.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I definitely, like, the whole goal was to make it the finals day. Like, a quarterfinal finish would have been nice. Even better than make a semi, but I mean, I just want to keep doing better at next events. You know, we got Manly coming up. I feel like that's better for me almost in a way. I mean, I like my backhand, but I mean, I'm a beach break surfer, go for some airs, and then Bolito, I'll get to hang out with my buddy Shane Sykes, and like, I'm just excited for this whole year. You know, it's going to be a fun year. Excited for Brazil. Like, it's going to be awesome.
And now they've really got to bring that much more in the finals. Katie Simmers had this opportunity during the break.
How much ground she covers on those big, long, drawn-out cutbacks and rebounds. It's really nice to watch.
A lifetime mimicking their surfing and their style and bringing it into her own conversation as well. And now for her jumping into the finals on the Challenger Series, hoping for that requalification as she didn't make it through the midseason cut. Out in the coaches area and Micro there, cheering on for Molly Picklum, now racing through the rain, setting herself up for the pocket. Great snap to start. tries to get around that section. It's just a little bit bumpy, and you can really see, I mean, all elements of the storm have arrived, Jess, and this is as challenging as it could ever be for the final match. A strong turn up at the regional qualifying series for North America. She took away a win on the Pro Junior Tour as well. But now she's with an opportunity in front, and she just slides out on the takeoff. That was a bit of a heavy section. I can really feel the hunger within Molly surfing right now as she finishes off on that inside section. She's going to hold on with all of her strength. Unfortunately, just gets bumped off for the finishing there. Down the way from where we're currently located. She'd be really hungry to walk away with 10,000 points with the win. Katie Simmers now linking together from that first turn into the second, just can't maintain control. And that seems to be the story of this final at the moment, is the woman that can maintain control, they're going to be the one taking away the...
There's not much really required for her. It's going to be one turn. Like we said, Molly's one turn was a 6.5. Katie can do that with a 5.45 as well.
Katie still hasn't had a wave come through with that potential for her.
35 seconds, Shannon. This is it for her. Pulls the trigger on priority.
All on the line for Katie Simmers. Beautiful wrap back into the pocket. Goes full rebound, snaps into the lip, and drives through for the finish. She rides out complete. She's only chasing a 5.54, Jess. A smaller sized wave. Great use of the rail and a smooth section to start off on. Any gut feelings coming through from you?
There's the champ for the Gold Coast, Caitlin Simmers, brand new champion out of America. And congratulations to her. She's pushed the field this whole event from start to finish, put everybody on the ropes, and that's why she's the deserving champ, Shannon.
Unbelievable to take out the very first Challenger Series event there at the US Open, and now to take out the first here for the 2022 season. The first of 8 events goes to Caitlin Simmers. And the chair up the beach now with her little brother Timmy there in the purple beanie. Friends cheering her up, the little ones, with your Boost Mobile Gold Coast Pro winner, Caitlin Simmers.